Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for coming to my live stream for a great guest to be coming on. She's the one that always interviews everybody else, so I figured why not have my good friend for an interview to find out things about her that we would like to know. Nothing too personal, but we gotta give her a chance to shout herself out. And I really appreciate her for all she does. And everybody here, from my subscribers to supporters to everybody in the chat. I see Life with Gina was here. She'll be up in a minute. Gracie and Jock Adventures, thank you for being here, Gracie. I am glad I know you and have gotten to meet you in person, even though, we lived really close to each other for probably a long time, but never met. Lucretia, thank you for being here. Char of Hearts, thank you for being here. Lily, thank you for being a great support to me and always being here. Floss is here. Thank you for being here, Floss. Let's see, Alan Schaefer, hello. Desert Adventures in Arizona, hello. Man, we got them all coming in. Bev Molif Mofit. I hope I didn't butcher that too bad. Thank you guys for all being here. So yeah, I just wanted to I wanted to have the chance to interview Gina when I was down for the Oregon meetup, but we got all sidetracked and stuff, so it didn't happen then. So why not now? It's raining outside, so we're all here. Hello, William Brody. Thank you for being here. So if you have any questions, put them in chat, and I'm gonna go ahead and bring up Gina if she's ready. All right, here we go. Here she comes.
What's up, Buttercup?
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. How about you?
Good.
That's good.
Got to
That's
go
good.
grocery shopping today. That just sucks.
Oh, fun. Yeah, I don't like grocery shopping the beginning of the month.
Me neither.
It's
Me
not
neither.
fun.
Right?
Not fun at all.
Right?
So, Gina, how did you end up coming into living in your box truck?
My step van.
Yeah.
In 2000, the beginning of 2000 or the end of 2017, actually, I got real sick. I was at work. I was a caregiver, and I knew something was wrong. My lips turned blue. I lost all my energy, had trouble breathing. They took me to the hospital, and that's when the hospital told me only 25% of my heart works, and it wasn't looking good, and so I had to quit working, went home, and I never watched YouTube, really. I only watched it once in a while, but I happened to turn YouTube on,
Hmm.
and see a channel called Van City Van Life, and he was building out his van. He only had like 500 subscribers, and
Yeah.
I thought, what's this fool doing, giving up that nice apartment for this van, and when he just kind of spoke to me that day, I know he wasn't speaking to me. He didn't even know me, but it was like he just said, you never know how it's going to end. So live the way you want, live the best life you can. And so that got me to thinking, if I can't work anymore, uh, I need to just get up out of this bed instead of waiting to die, and see if I can at least get my heart to working good enough to get a pacemaker. And that's what I did.
Right.
And then I knew I couldn't work anymore, so I found this old bread truck. I converted it into something to live in, and that's where we are. I moved into it in July 1st, 2019.
Well, that's great. I like your van. It is
Oh, thank you.
awesome. And you lived in there with 5 cats. That's amazing.
Yeah,
I
yep. They and I promise it don't smell like a cat van. I take
oh
very good
no, it
care.
doesn't.
Uh,
Um,
uh, yeah, I started out really the day I moved into the van. I only had 4 cats, but
yeah.
I had given a cat away that one of my cats had gotten pregnant. That uh, I had given the kitten away and got her, got my cat spayed, but
Hmm.
I gave it to a next door neighbor and she just didn't take care of it. Left it outside. It got pregnant, and then the day I was rolling out the driveway, I seen her crossing the street, and she got hit by a car and left a little kitten. And so I told the lady, I said, "Hey, your cat just got hit, and here's your kitten." She goes, "I don't want that." So I thought, what's one more? What's 4 to 5? So I just threw him
Right.
in the van, and there we go. That's Doc. So the cats I have now are all related. Uh, I have Cleo, which is the mom to Mozzarella and Woofy, and then Doc is her grandson. So, but they're all spayed and
Oh,
neutered, and so yeah, they're good.
that's awesome. I'm glad you were able to take in that extra one and
Yeah,
love
I wasn't
him.
gonna leave him out on the street. He was too damn.
Right. I'm
He was cute.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I cannot leave an animal sitting somewhere.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
my in-laws had stray cats, wild cats in their yard,
Uh-huh.
and they were just reproducing, and they couldn't get a handle of it.
Yeah.
And so there was this baby kitten laying out there in the driveway, and my father-in-law and stuff were trying to get rid of all these cats, and the state wouldn't take them.
Yep,
And so
yep.
he was trapping them and stuff, trying to, you
Uh
know,
Des, I see Steve's asking, how do I deal with cat hair? Or how do I get a handle on cat hair? You don't really handle it. It kind of handles you. But
yeah,
it I vacuum a lot. I vacuum a lot. And
right.
I've even got videos of me vacuuming the cats. They let me vacuum them. But yeah, I'm one that has a little fuzzball on their shirt usually in a crowd. So you'll see somebody picking a fuzzball off of me, but it's kitty glitter, so we call it
Yeah,
glitter.
that's a
But
good
yeah,
name for it.
yeah.
That's a good name for it.
Not litter, glitter, but I
Glitter.
definitely,
Yeah.
a lot of people say, I've had people tell me, I bet your van stinks. My van don't stink like a cat.
No.
I trust you. Trust me that, yeah, you might smell when I cook chicken or hamburger or something, but you don't smell a cat in here. Uh,
Yeah, I've been
um,
in there. Yeah.
and I bathe them once or twice a year, which that's a chore in itself. But
Oh
yeah, it's a
yeah.
dangerous job. It's a dangerous
Right?
job, but it's got to be done.
Yeah. So I saved this little kitten and I brought him home, and I'm allergic to cats. But I bottle fed this cat and such, and he grew up and he wanted to sleep on my face. I
Yeah,
couldn't have that, so I gave him to my sister, and he was Buddy.
yeah.
And he was the last one of hers that passed, that she had 14 years. So,
Yep, yep.
but
Yeah,
yeah,
Jacob was my only cat. I just got stuck with these others, which is okay. I mean, I love them
yeah,
as much as I love Jacob. Jacob was just more he was I was more his and he was more mine, and like
yeah,
he needed me and I needed him. These guys like right now, these guys are
They're like,
constantly into
whatever.
stuff. Yeah, they don't need me. They they think they don't need me, but they do.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, no,
for
I was
sure.
very attached to Jacob. Jacob was my companion.
Yeah,
So
for sure. For sure.
this is the
Um,
one that looks mad all the time.
oh, yeah, kitties. Let's see. Uh, Steve asked, okay, asked about the cat hair.
Yep.
Um, Hi, TGIF. Very, thank you for being here.
Oh, Trouble's in here.
Oh,
She's
yeah. Can you turn on? Mike, can you grab my light from my room? It should be in my computer bag. The big old light. Though says that they can't see me, so I need a light. But yeah, I know how you feel with the cat hair. I've got dogs. Well, now I only have one, but
yeah.
he he's 11 and he doesn't shed much,
You're right.
but he's a boxer and they have very short hair.
Yeah.
So really, I do get hair on me, but not a lot. But I'm still trying to get Chubb's hair
Yeah.
all picked up, and
Yeah.
it's amazing the places you find it a year later. It's like, where did this hair come from?
Yeah.
So,
Even before uh, I got sick with my heart, it was like I really did. Well, I was dating, before I got sick with my heart, but Jacob wouldn't have it if I brought somebody home or, to hang out for dinner or whatever. Jacob would be like, "Yeah, I will mess you up, dude."
oh yeah, I'm
He
sure.
was very protective, and he got more protective in the van. Like if somebody walked up to the van that he didn't think it was cool, like if I was parking where not camping or something, but parked in a parking lot, he get very very protective. Like
Oh
he
yeah.
thought he was the poo.
Well, cats do protect their companions, and I've seen the videos of cats attacking a wolf because or a coyote because it's going after one of the kids that's for part
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
family.
I
So,
seen it. I seen a cat attack a mom for smacking a kid.
oh yeah, my mom got attacked by a cat.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, yeah, but she smacked the kid wrong. Like you could tell
Oh
she got in trouble for it, but it was on camera. They had put cameras. Maybe it wasn't a mom; it was a babysitter, and she had smacked the
yeah,
kid on the hand really hard, and that cat went off. I mean, like, woo.
yeah. So, where do you like to travel to? I
Well,
know you're
I don't
you.
travel much. I mean, I like if I could go anywhere, I would probably. Colorado is a place I really would love to explore. But here, I when I do travel, it's usually to the meetups or every once in a while I'll go to like somewhere on Applegate River and hang out for a day or two.
Yeah,
Uh, uh, but yeah, I traveled a lot when I was a truck driver all over the United States, and so it's not really that important to me to travel. And
yeah.
plus, gas is too dang expensive.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. For sure.
But
I haven't been very many places. I have been to Oregon, obviously, and Washington, Idaho, California, and Nevada,
yeah,
and that's it. So,
yeah, I've
but
seen all the United States except New York.
wow, would you ever go to New York?
Yeah, if somebody wanted to buy me a plane ticket, I'd be down to go to New York City even. I'd love to check it out.
Yeah, I don't.
I'd love to see New York City and film there. I think that would be great.
Yeah, something different, another part of the world. That
Yeah.
seems like light years away.
Yep.
Uh,
Exactly.
I know what it's like to not travel very much. We used to travel everywhere.
Right?
We have a fifth wheel in storage, and we lived in trailers for 9 years. And so, and not all of those 9 years did we have electricity or water, or, we didn't have
Yeah.
the essentials.
Yeah.
But if I could go back to off grid, I totally would.
Right. Right. Yeah. No,
Um,
I've seen all the states driving truck. I mean, I didn't get to see sights and stuff, but
yeah,
I mean, it's just I I really I get too tired traveling very far anymore.
yeah, that's me. I like to go places, but like you said, the gas is too expensive, and I don't fly.
Right. Oh,
I'd
I'd
go on a
fly.
cruise, but
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So, a question you ask other people: what's in your pocket?
What's in my pocket? Actually, I have no pockets on. I have shorts that have no pockets. But if I'm getting ready to go to town here in a few, I'd have my phone in my pocket and probably some money in my pocket.
Yeah.
Actually, my backpack would be my pocket. I take a backpack.
And what started you on the asking everybody what's in your pocket?
Okay, it's actually three questions. What do you fear? What brings you joy? And what's in your pocket? That is actually from a YouTube campaign that was done a few years back. They asked people questions from all over the world, and those were the three questions I found very interesting. I mean, you can kind of understand somebody when you know what they fear, what brings them joy, and what do they carry around with them. You can kind of tell. It's the same principle that I see as you can kind of tell how people live about how messy their car is. If their car is
Oh
pretty
yeah,
messy, they're probably not organized and but live free. That's
yeah,
me. That's me. I'm not
yeah.
organized
Me
whatsoever.
either.
But I'm not an organized person. But uh, yeah, I like those three questions, and being interviewing people on screen like this and not being in the same room with them. It's a way to get to know who they are
Hmm.
and kind of what they're about. I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Um, so you started your YouTube when you first started, or when you had your heart problems.
Hmm.
Um, when did you decide to start your channel?
I started a channel when I started thinking about living in a van, when I started building out the van, but I didn't really push it. I didn't film. I,
Yeah.
I, I didn't film me at all. I really just showed little clips, and and then when I moved into the van, I'd been in the van for 9 months, I think. No, let's see, 6 months. And December or October 2019, I thought, you know what? I'm going to start filming a vlog every day for my grandkids in case something ever happened to me. And
Yeah.
so uh, I started doing that, and I got found by a channel by the RV community. And actually, Diana Brianna Fairchild is the one that introduced me to the RV community.
Oh,
Blue Wave Odyssey is the one that kind of picked me up and put me out there, got me subscribers, a couple of hundred subscribers. So during December, I was really, November, December, I was putting a video out every day, like a 5-minute video.
yeah.
And then uh, December, Christmas, I picked up a friend at the airport. They were super sick. This was in
Oh no.
2019.
Oh
And I'm
no.
thinking, great, I'm going to be sick before I get home. And
Right.
I was sick the next day. I was sick for a month and a half.
Oh no.
This is before we heard of COVID, really.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And so January, I was still sick, and we start hearing about COVID. And I mean, I wasn't going to go to the doctor. I didn't want to go to the doctor. Had enough of doctors for the last 2 years, and I,
Right.
I I couldn't sleep sitting down. I stayed on my CPAP machine all day long, just sit up,
Hmm.
sleep sitting up. Well, then the pandemic crap happened, and so that's really what brought me to YouTube as far as making a lot of content, because I thought, if I'm not going to make it, I'm going to give my grandbaby something. I couldn't see
Right.
them. My daughter didn't want them around me in case they got me sick.
Right.
So for that couple of years, I really dumped everything I had into YouTube, and been met amazing people on here, and became a part of a community, and I've tried to build that community to all kinds of. They don't have to be RVers, or they don't have to be van lifers. Just people that enjoy the company of other people, people that are lonely. And there's a lot of people out there, even though this pandemic crap is supposedly over with. People
Yeah,
are alone, and if you can change somebody's life by just saying hello to them. Sometimes you can
exactly.
change. uh you know uh that's why when I try to do lives like around holidays for people that are alone.
Yeah.
uh uh but yeah, for see 2020 to the meetup, to the first meetup, the Oregon meetup 2021, I wasn't around anybody. I mean, nobody. uh
Yeah.
and I'd see people here on the property where I park at, but we never really sit and talked around each other. And so I was really involved into YouTube as entertainment, as companionship, as creativity outlet. That's what YouTube became to me.
Okay.
That
Steve
was a
had
long-winded answer, sorry.
I saw Steve had a question. Here it is. What was the funniest answer to the what's in your pocket question?
I was interviewing a lady. I'm not going to say who it is. You'd have to go back and find out. I said, "What's in your pocket?" And she pulled out a joint. I thought that was quite funny. I was like, "Okay, there you go. That's what's in your pocket."
And was that before we were told that we weren't supposed to have stuff like that?
You know what? I have never worried about having anything on YouTube or saying a
Really?
cuss word. Uh, uh, I, I try to keep it clean. I mean, like, but
Yeah.
before I was monetized, I used to be on lives, like meant to be RV and stuff, and would say dirty words or somebody, innuendos, and never had a problem with it. I've never had a problem with it. I think the only time I've had a problem with it, and it wasn't a problem because I don't monetize my lives normally.
Yeah.
It's just not worth it.
Yeah.
But I got told my last live, Bree, I got told it was blocked in certain countries.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
I was like, that's okay, because I said penis, and she
Oh
said
Jesus.
penis, and so oh, this might, no, I'm just kidding. It won't hurt you, but it was blocked in like Japan, I think.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all right. And I
Um.
know they know what that word means in Japan. I don't understand why it would be blocked.
Right.
But
Um.
I've heard them say that a guy can't even show his chest, his bare chest, but they do all the time. Uh,
Right.
I don't. There's just a lot of myths that people introduce into uh, what they think YouTube's going to block. You never know.
Yeah.
I've been kicked out. I've been timed out in a chat for saying hello to somebody. I
Oh
typed
geez.
hello, and YouTube bots automatically blocked me. And I thought, well, did I
Wow.
say hell? No, I said
Said
hello,
hello.
and but it Google bots is what it was. So yeah,
Oh.
there's a lot of glitches in Google and YouTube, but it's no
Yeah.
big deal. I don't care. I I do my channel the way I want,
Yeah. You
and
do yours the way you do yours, and watching
and I
you is
usually don't monetize, or I'll delete lives when I play music because that's an
yeah.
automatic. We're not going to monetize this, and so
Right.
I usually just take it down,
Yeah.
and that makes people that'll get people when they come to my, like when I did the twerking. I told everybody I would erase the live. Well,
Right.
that actually got people to do it because they knew I was going to erase it. But yeah,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. Got to keep it clean sometimes.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Now I did do a live stream when I first started my channel. I was showing my uh something the uh, you can bear arms, correct?
I don't know the exact rules about showing weapons on YouTube.
Yeah.
I do see videos showing weapons, especially like breaking them down or how the
Uh
weapons made.
huh.
But
Right.
as far as firing them and talking in depth about them, there's a little bit of a line there. I'm not sure where it's at, but
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
watch a lot of prepper channels, and they all about talking about their weapons. And I would too. I actually sold my guns when I got in the van because I didn't want to have them in my van and cross the border and then say a cop wants to search my van
Oh
and
yeah.
then
Yeah.
accidentally let my dog or my cat out, on the highway somewhere. So I
Right.
just thought that's just one less thing I have to worry about.
Right. Well, that's what it was. Was I was showing those, not going in depth or anything. I don't hunt or anything like that. So somebody asked me about it, and I was just showing them,
Yeah, yeah,
and they blocked it. So I was like, oh, okay. Well, I guess
yeah.
I won't be doing that.
You know,
So
I'm a big advocate of. I think you have the right to bear arms, and I'm not going to get political with this, but for me personally, here's an example. I was a Kid Rock fan. I've been a Kid Rock fan since he started, but he did a short against the guy that did the Bud Light commercial, a transgender maybe or something like that.
oh
Okay, yeah,
yeah.
I don't know. I just thought it was stupid, but it was like he showed a stack of Bud Lights with the AK-47, and he just blew them up. And he goes that, and he said something. That's what I think about you, to that guy in a short. And to me, that was disrespectful. Uh,
Yeah.
I don't believe, I don't believe you need an AK-47 to go deer hunting. I think you need
Right.
a 30
I,
6 or something like that. You don't
yeah.
need an assault weapon to kill a deer. And if you're
No.
that bad of a shot and you need to take that many shots to kill a deer, you need to stop hunting.
Yeah. All you're
That's
doing is
my opinion.
you're
So,
just making it Swiss cheese if you're using something
yeah.
like that.
And that's not a political standpoint. That's just a personal standpoint.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
nothing against hunting. I'm down to go hunting. But it's just like if you got to shoot a clip off to kill a deer, then you suck. Bottom
Yeah.
line.
I have been hunting. I was not hunting though, and it was bow,
Yeah.
and that was the last time and first time and last time I got to go hunting with my grandfather. So
Oh,
that was
I've gone hunting, especially as a kid with my dad, and I had a stepbrother that coon hunted, would go coon hunting. He had coon
uh,
dogs, and I was just more of a nuisance than anything. They're like, "No, you can't." My stepbrother, "No, you can't go. You get in the way." I go, "Why do I get in the way? The dog can outrun me."
right.
But how he got me to quit going was he took me coon hunting with me and his best friend. I was 4 years younger. I was only 12. And so it was about midnight, and the dogs treat a coon. And so he said, "We'll go over there." There was two trees. There was two spots a coon was at, two different sets of dogs. He said, "Go see what you see over there." And he called the dogs when I got over there, and they all came back. And then he jumped in the truck and acted like he drove off, and I was freaked out in the middle of the woods, and
Oh,
and and he turned it off, so I thought he really left. I heard the truck pull away, and they come walking back looking for me. They didn't want me to know that they were coming back, and I was sitting on a rock by the road crying, scared. He goes, "What are you doing, sissy?" I said, "That's it." I started throwing rocks at him, and so he took me home, and I didn't go coon hunting anymore. He was done with it.
I don't
I,
blame you. I wouldn't have gone anymore either.
I think I hit him in a bad spot with one of the rocks because he yelled pretty
Oh.
good, and so yeah, I was not allowed to coon hunt anymore. So
Thank you, Lily, for dropping Gina's link.
thanks, Lily.
Um, so we are doing the next meetup at where and
At
when?
Schroeder Park, uh, Grants Pass, Oregon.
Okay. And the reason Gina wants to do it there is because that's where she started here in Oregon. Um, so they stayed in the campground there when they moved here, and that's her favorite campground here.
Yeah, yeah. I go there a lot, especially if I'm going to be babysitting for days straight. But
Right.
now my daughter's not living by that part, but I can actually go park where she lives at now if I need to.
Oh, okay, that's cool. That's cool. Exciting.
Yep.
So what all do you do on your channel, Gina?
Cause a lot of problems usually. Just kidding. I try to cross problems on my live. That's why I invited Bree to my last
Yeah,
live.
yeah,
I like to uproar everybody.
right.
Uh, just kidding, Bree. I just my channel. It's called Van Life with Gina, but my channel is more about. It's a vlog, and I catch a lot of flight people say, "Well, you don't travel. That's not hashtag van life," but it is.
Yeah, it
I
is.
live in a van. How much more van life can that be?
Right,
Uh,
right.
I live in a van, and cat. They're getting into stuff. I I try to just film my everyday life and make it
Yeah,
interesting,
yeah,
and share just how I see life. Sometimes I'll get deep about talking about stuff or whatever, but mostly it's just a vlog and sharing stuff and like my lives are trying to bring to light other people in the community or something like that. I
yeah,
just it's just a vlog. Really, it's just
right.
a vlog.
Yeah,
I just try to make it fun.
yeah. And you've done some great live streams since I started my channel, and I've started following you,
Thank you.
and it has been a wonderful couple years of knowing you, and I am so blessed to be able to have you as a friend and
Oh, same here.
be in this wonderful community with the great people that we know here.
Yeah.
We all support each other, and when we're feeling down, we know we can talk to each other about
Yep.
it, and it does help. And for us, having lost loved ones, meaning our pets, companions,
Yep.
that brought me closer to a lot of people here,
Yep.
because a lot of our community is there to help pick you up
Yep.
and let you know that you are loved and that you are cared for and you're not alone.
To me,
And
that's what the community is about. That we're in this together, and you know, and just being a part of community like that is awesome.
right, I agree. And I am so blessed to have this platform and be
Oh
part
yeah.
of this great community. And I'm so glad that I started my channel. And I'm
Yeah.
glad I got to go to the meetups.
Yeah, it's a good creative outlet. For me, that's where take away the community part of it. It's a way to keep my mind busy and keep it fresh. Because to edit, there's a lot to learn. I try to get better editing at every video. I try to learn something new, and so
Right,
it keeps my mind working. It keeps me from feeling lonely because it keeps me busy, and I'm getting cold. I got to turn this fan off. Whew. Um, but yeah, YouTube is a great platform. I think it's crazy they charge 45% of whatever you make, but it's a free platform when it comes to
right,
it. They have to store a lot of files. So
right, right.
I
And
have over 1,200 videos on here, so I know that they store a lot of files.
wow. Hi, Jordan. Thank you for coming. Thank you to what's it called? Uh, the ones that take care of the things while I'm busy talking. Uh,
Mods.
yeah, there's the word moderators. Thank you for my moderators being here and saying hello to everyone. Because when you get big like Gina is, uh,
I'm not big. I'm
you're
not
big
big.
to me. You're big
I'm
to
not.
me. Um, I you're big to me because you keep people uplifted and you give them ideas of things to do, and you let us know when things are good and when things are bad. And
Yep.
I'm really glad that you were able to share your story with Jacob and when that all happened, and to have us be part of that. And we were here to
Yep.
be able to lift you up and tell you we are all here for you.
I
And
can
that means a
honestly say
lot.
that was more
So,
that was more hard on me than when I found out my heart was bad.
Oh yeah,
that
for
was a
sure.
very difficult time.
Yep.
And I one thing I hate about Facebook, it shows you memories, and
Oh
every
yes.
day I get a memory about Jay, which I don't mind. I remember them, but it's
Right.
just every day I go onto Facebook, it's your memory from 4 years ago. I'm like, Jesus, stop.
I know, right? That's me with
Yep.
Chubb. It's like it's been a year, and it's like,
Yep.
why do I have to see this?
I miss Jacob to this day as much as I did. You know, it still hurts.
Oh
It's
yeah,
just
for
I'm
sure.
able to talk through it where I wasn't before.
Yeah, yeah,
But yeah, and I the community was so much there for me for that. And I thank them all. You know, this community is freaking amazing. Uh,
right,
there's nothing like it that I have found on YouTube. And so, yeah, definitely, I'm thankful for everybody in this community and all the people I've met on here.
right.
I've got better friends through YouTube than I've had in real life. You know, most of the time,
I
just
know, right? It's
I have one
amazing.
friend that's not a YouTube affiliate friend that I've been friends with for 30 years. And I don't talk to her every day or whatever, but we're friends on Facebook and we share stuff on Facebook. But other than that, most of my friends are through YouTube. So,
Yeah, that's the same for me. I have very few friends personally
yeah,
outside of YouTube, but
right.
I've got 365 subscribers, and to me, that is like holy moly, because I
Yep.
didn't even think I'd have more than just my family.
Yeah, yeah,
And so when I started following the channels that really pull me in, that's where I started seeing myself like, okay, these people are real. They're not pulling my leg and being fake. And that's
right.
one of my things is I like real people,
Yep. Yep.
and that's what this community is, and it's been
Yeah,
a
I
blessing.
have I try to keep it pretty real. I really have no qualms about rebutting something if it bothers me, or
Yeah,
on public, if I see somebody doing something that bothers me, I really have I don't mention names, but I just mention a circumstance. And
oh yeah,
yeah, and to me that I like to keep it real because I try to portray my YouTube channel as who I am.
right,
uh yeah, I'm pretty transparent with YouTube.
yeah,
uh I try to be. And then if it's somebody that annoys me that I don't have anything to do, I don't like what they represent or whatever, I just don't go to their channel, I just don't.
right,
I don't interact.
yeah,
And but I'm subscribed to like 1,500 channels, so I'm constantly got YouTube playing. I may not comment on every video because I'll have YouTube playing just to show support to my support,
right,
to the people I follow. So I may not comment, but I'll be listening to it as I'm cleaning or cooking,
right,
whatever.
yep,
But yeah,
me too.
YouTube is an amazing platform. No matter how you look at it, it's an amazing platform.
Yeah. So I have a question from Fairy Dust. Is your stepvan your first living truck?
Vehicle, yes, yes, yes.
And then I have a question from Lynn Oakey.
How are my children and grandchildren? My daughter's doing well. She full time works and also goes to college, and my grandbabies are doing great. Their daddy stays home with them. So I haven't been babysitting much lately because now he's just the at home mom, and my daughter works full time and goes to college full time. So
Wow, that's
yeah,
amazing.
yeah,
I
she does
couldn't even
social.
imagine doing.
She's like a social worker. Social, like,
Oh, okay,
she helps
okay.
children that are from rough homes that don't have a good uh life, and she counsels kids. So
Oh, okay. Tell her thank you for doing that, because it
yep,
takes a lot of courage
yep,
to
yep, yep,
to deal with all those
yep.
issues with the kids and
Yeah,
stuff.
there's times I talk to her, she feels pretty drained and down.
I can,
Yeah,
I bet,
yeah,
man. That takes an amazing person to have the willpower to
yeah,
get through that and
yeah,
still go
yeah.
on. So I appreciate her for that. And thank you for taking care of the elderly and disabled
I
while you were.
that was a 20 years of learning, uh learning basically, and 20 years of learning how to deal with helping people on their way out, and it was an amazing experience.
Yeah,
I miss it a lot. Definitely aged me a bit, but I miss it a lot. I miss taking care of somebody.
yeah. But you could always volunteer just to go and like play a game with somebody, if you
Yeah,
felt.
I thought about that. Well, I was thinking about that like right before COVID hit, but uh, now they're around here. The old folks' homes are pretty strict on letting
Oh yeah,
anybody come in due to COVID, even though
yeah,
it's on the down low now, but still.
yeah. They don't want to risk it. I
Yeah,
know that the senior livings were all shut down for a very long time, and they're
yeah,
still like, no, you can't come here if you know. Um, so my mom also, I have my grandmother's in an apartment, but in assisted living.
mm-hmm,
So my mom is not in the best of health,
yep, yep,
but she stays home all the time. Now every now and then her and my dad will go have dinner with someone, but they won't like go into the the elder living
yep,
places because you don't know. And so with the COVID and stuff, yeah, that took a toll on a lot of people.
yeah. It did, it did.
It gave
It,
me it put me into a panic attack when it first started, and I ended up in the hospital from that. And so I
yeah,
know the feeling that everybody had of that. And then I had it, and it's
yeah,
like, but
yep,
I know you have to be going. You gotta go at 2 o'clock. So
yep.
um thank you for coming up here,
Well,
Gina,
thank
and
you for inviting me. That means a lot. Thank you very much.
you're welcome. I wanted to do it while we were at the meetup, but we were all busy off doing our own thing.
Yeah,
Um,
I
so
like live interviews. You just never know what you're gonna get.
right.
That
Um,
that's where
so
Forrest Gump has it right. Life's like a box of chocolates.
chocolate, never know
Never know
what
what you're
you're
gonna
gonna
get.
get.
Yeah, and you never know what you're gonna get with me. So know that.
Oh yes, for sure. Know that she will shout you out without using your name. I've
Right.
seen it.
But
But thank you, Gina, for
you're
being an
welcome. Thank you for
amazing
having me. That
friend.
means a lot. And
Yeah.
thank you guys for showing up in the chat. Be
Thank
sure
you,
and show us some
everybody.
love. Subscribe if you haven't. And thank you guys
Silver
for being.
Warrior, thank you for coming. So
Yeah.
but so yeah, I hope you have a safe trip to town
Thank
and
you.
enjoy your time in there, and
Thank you.
thanks again for being amazing.
All right, darling. Thank you. And see
Love
you
you,
guys
Gina.
later. Bye bye.
So thank you guys again for coming and being part of my channel. And if you're not subscribed to Gina, please do so. She's an amazing person. Um, she she is just a wonderful human and great. Even in person, she is who she is, and there's nothing fake about her. And please go over and subscribe to her channel if it's something you would like to watch. She does all kinds of things. So I really like watching her go on her bike ride to the store. So thank you again, and I will see you guys on the next one. And thank you for coming, and thank you for sharing, Gracie, and thank you, Gina, for sharing, and Lily for sharing, and everybody else who has shared this out. I appreciate all of you. You're wonderful. Be kind to each other, and don't forget to tell the important people, even if it's a longtime friend, that you love them and that you care about them. So, with that, I will go ahead and let you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I love you guys.